Have you ever heard about the mystery of the Flying Tiger Line Flight 739? This is a tale that harks back to the year 1962, a time when the world was in the throes of the Cold War. It begins with a seemingly routine military charter flight, the Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, embarking on a journey that would forever be etched in the annals of aviation history. The flight was destined to cover the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, connecting Guam to the Philippines. Aboard were over 90 souls, including military personnel and civilian support staff. As they took off into the azure skies, little did they know that this would be their last sojourn. As the flight journeyed over the Pacific, it vanished, just like that. No distress signal, no communication, and no trace of wreckage. It disappeared into thin air, swallowed by the vast and unforgiving Pacific, leaving behind a mystery that has puzzled investigators and historians for over 6 decades. Despite launching one of the most extensive search operations in history, involving thousands of personnel and spanning over 600,000 square miles of the Pacific, the flight remained elusive. The wreckage was never found, and the fate of those aboard remains unknown to this day. The disappearance of the Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. The lack of physical evidence and the inability to establish a definitive cause has led to a myriad of theories. Was it an unfortunate accident, a mechanical failure, or something more sinister? The truth, it seems, is lost at the bottom of the Pacific. As we journey through this tale, we will explore the events leading up to the flight, the disappearance, the relentless search efforts, and the aftermath that has left an indelible impact on the families of those aboard and the world at large. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating mystery. The journey of Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 started just like any other. On a seemingly ordinary day in 1962, the Lockheed Super Constellation propliner, operated by Flying Tiger Line, prepared for takeoff. This was not a typical commercial flight filled with holidaymakers or business travelers. It was a military charter flight, a common occurrence during the period of Cold War tensions. The aircraft, known as Flight 739, was tasked with transporting a group of military personnel across the vast Pacific Ocean. The destination? The Philippines. On board were 93 soldiers, eager yet anxious, ready to fulfill their duties far from home. They were accompanied by a flight crew of 11, experienced, professional, and well-versed in the demands of such a journey. The plane itself was a marvel of its time. The Lockheed Super Constellation was known for its reliability and performance, a symbol of American engineering prowess. With its distinctive triple-tail design and sleek, dolphin-shaped fuselage, it was a sight to behold. The crew was confident in their aircraft, experts in their field, prepared for the long journey ahead. As the engines roared to life and the plane took to the skies, there was a sense of routine, a sense of normality. The soldiers settled in, the crew went about their duties, and the flight began its long trek over the vast expanse of the Pacific. It was a journey they had all made before, a path well-trodden by countless other military charters. But as the land faded from view and the endless blue of the Pacific stretched out in front of them, the ordinary nature of this flight began to fade. The plane, its crew, and its passengers were heading into the unknown, on a course that would lead them not to their destination, but into the annals of aviation history. Little did they know this would be a flight that would go down in history. Everything was seemingly normal until the unexpected happened. On that fateful day in 1962, Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, a military charter flight, was cruising over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, en route from Guam to the Philippines. The flight had been uneventful, the aircraft in good condition and the weather conditions favorable. The last communication from the flight was routine, indicating nothing out of the ordinary. The crew reported their position, and everything seemed to be proceeding as planned. However, as the aircraft was about halfway through its journey, somewhere between Guam and the Philippines, it simply disappeared. There were no distress signals, no emergency calls, no signs of any trouble whatsoever. One moment the flight was there, and the next it was as if it had vanished into thin air. The immediate reaction was one of shock and disbelief. How could an aircraft just disappear without a trace? The air traffic controllers tried to re-establish contact, but it was to no avail. The flight had simply vanished from the radar screens. Within hours of the disappearance, a massive search and rescue operation was launched. Military and civilian aircraft scoured the ocean, searching for any signs of the missing flight. Ships were dispatched to the last known location of the flight, combing the waters for any signs of wreckage or survivors. But despite their best efforts, they found nothing. No wreckage, no survivors, no clues as to what might have happened. Just like that, the flight had vanished, sparking one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time. In the aftermath of the disappearance, an extensive search effort was launched. Over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, numerous countries rallied their resources to undertake one of the most comprehensive searches of the time. The United States, with its formidable naval and air resources, led the charge, joined by a multitude of Pacific nations, each contributing in their own capacity. The scale of the search was staggering. For weeks on end, vessels plied the ocean's surface, their crews straining their eyes for any sign of wreckage. Aircraft streaked across the skies, their pilots scanning the seas below, their radars sweeping the depths. This spectacle of human endeavor represented a desperate bid to find answers, to retrieve those lost, to provide closure. This search wasn't merely a physical one, it was also a race against time. With each passing day, the chances of finding survivors dwindled. The ocean currents dispersed potential debris, the tropical weather patterns complicated search efforts, and the vastness of the search area posed a daunting challenge. Yet, despite the relentless efforts, the search yielded no substantial evidence. The ocean, it seemed, had swallowed Flight 739 whole. No wreckage was found, no personal effects surfaced, not a single trace that could conclusively point to the fate of the ill-fated flight. It was as if the aircraft had vanished into thin air, leaving behind nothing but a haunting mystery. The duration of the search stretched into weeks, then months, but eventually, it had to be called off. The absence of any tangible evidence left the search teams disheartened. The families of the crew and passengers were left in limbo, their hopes of closure dashed, their loved ones lost in a vast oceanic abyss. Despite the best efforts, the mystery of Flight 739 remained unsolved. The aircraft, along with its crew and passengers, had disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a puzzle that continues to confound us to this day. The search effort stands as a testament to our collective quest for answers, a stark reminder of the mysteries that the vast expanses of our world still hold. The disappearance of Flight 739 left a lasting legacy. The incident, shrouded in mystery and unanswered questions, has left an indelible mark on the annals of aviation history. But more than that, it has had a profound impact on the families of the missing passengers and crew who were on board that ill-fated flight. For the loved ones of those who vanished, closure has been elusive. The absence of concrete answers and the ambiguity surrounding the circumstances of the disappearance have compounded their grief. Amid this heartbreak, however, their determination to remember and honor their lost family members has never waned. They have sought recognition for their fallen soldiers, a quest that has spanned decades. Nearly 60 years after the disappearance, their efforts bore fruit. In the quiet town of Columbia Falls, Maine, a memorial was erected to honor the passengers and crew of Flight 739. This memorial, a testament to the resilience of the families and their undying desire to honor their loved ones, stands as a beacon of remembrance and respect. Each name etched into the monument represents a life lost, a story untold, a hero unrecognized. Yet, the legacy of Flight 739 extends beyond this memorial. It is also found in the ongoing efforts to etch the names of these soldiers onto the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. These endeavors serve as a poignant reminder that their sacrifice will never be forgotten, their stories forever etched in history. The aftermath of the disappearance of Flight 739 has been a tale of resilience, of remembrance, and of respect. It is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to seek answers, to honor the fallen, and to remember. Yet despite these efforts, there remains a lingering sense of mystery. The unresolved questions that still surround the incident continue to provoke curiosity and speculation. Even after all these years, the mystery of the Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 continues to haunt us.